Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Moore's October Rants. I appreciate you being here, tuning into today's episode, which I'm calling What Life Am I Supposed to Get? You've probably heard that phrase before, right? It's one of those things people love to throw around when they don't like how you're living your life. They just look at you and say, get a life. You could be doing something perfectly harmless, minding your own business. But if they don't approve, that's their go-to line. You're over here delivering for DoorDash. Or maybe you're doing Uber Eats, Instacart, or something like that, and someone, probably someone who's never worked those jobs, feels the need to tell you you need to get a life. Like, seriously? Maybe you're working at Walmart as a flex driver or going to community college trying to better yourself or just make ends meet, and someone has the audacity to say, get a life. As if what you're doing somehow doesn't qualify as living. But here's the thing. I've never really understood that phrase. What life are they talking about exactly? Whose definition of life are we supposed to follow here? Because, let me tell you, the way I see life might be different from how you see it. And that's the point, isn't it? Everyone has a different idea of what living a good life looks like. Just because you don't agree with what I'm doing doesn't mean I'm not living my life to the fullest. My fullest. Maybe I'm happy with my minimum wage job. Maybe I'm perfectly content with paying my bills, coming home, playing some video games, watching a movie, and relaxing. Maybe to me, that's enough. Maybe that's all I need. But to you, you might look at that and think, that's not a real life. And that's where I have to ask, who's got the real problem here? Is it me because I'm content? Or is it you because you can't handle the fact that my happiness doesn't look like yours? It's always baffled me. Why do people feel the need to tell others how to live? Why do they care so much? You'd think people would be busy enough living their own lives, but somehow they've got time to judge mine. Like, don't you have stuff to do? A job to go to? Friends? Family? Hobbies? Why are you so focused on what I'm doing? I've always believed in this simple rule. If someone's not hurting anyone, and they're making a living, paying their bills, and doing what makes them happy, who cares? Why should anyone else be bothered by that? If someone likes to collect rocks, or play video games, or work a job that you don't see as glamorous, why should it matter? Honestly, it blows my mind. People waste so much energy getting worked up about what others are doing, and for what. It's not like your life gets better because someone else changes. And here's the kicker. Telling someone to get a life doesn't change a damn thing. What's the outcome supposed to be? Do you think someone's going to hear that and suddenly have an epiphany? Like, oh wow, I hadn't realized. Let me just go out and get a completely different life because you said so. No, that's not how it works. People change when they want to change, not because some random person throws an insult at them. And even if someone did change, what would it really mean? Would they be changing for themselves or just to fit someone else's idea of what a life should be? Because here's the truth, you can't force people to live the way you think they should. If someone's happy doing what they're doing, why would you want to take that away from them? And if they're not hurting anyone, then who's being harmed by them living their life the way they want to? Look, at the end of the day, trying to control or judge how someone else lives their life is a waste of time. If they're happy, let them be happy. If they're not, trust that they'll figure it out on their own. But getting all worked up about it? It's not going to change anything, except maybe raise your own blood pressure. So, next time you catch yourself wanting to tell someone to get a life, maybe take a step back and ask yourself, why do I care so much? And if the answer isn't clear, maybe you're the one who needs to figure out what's really going on in your life. Anyway, thanks for listening to today's rant on Moore's October. I appreciate you taking the time to hear me out. Until next time, take care, and don't let